Hey, Saoirse here. And today we're supposed to have a special guest, but she's not on yet. So we'll see how that goes. Anyway, we're doing a live today, and we're talking about the balance between your inner soul, who you are inside, and then also how it relates to your success in business and your everyday life and all of those sorts of things. So that's really what we're after looking for today. And so just so that you know, um, here's the links for freedomsearcher.com and all of that. So if you want to get a hold of me, you can email me directly at info@freedomsearcher.com. And what I do is I help businesses um, and entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, and small business owners to increase their sales and revenue and ultimately achieve the freedom-based lifestyle, which is what we all want, right? So that's the exciting thing. And I'm really doing it's exciting to see with the clients because the clients come in that I have and I've worked with over the years really, but I'm branching out specifically to bring in more clients this way because I've always done it with corporations or word of mouth or agencies or something like that. And now we're doing the social media thing, and so that's gone really good. So anyway, uh, a little bit about what I do on how I help people is pretty much it's like Anamkara, and I like to think of it as Anamkara is your soul guide, but it's for business. So you have a soul guide for business, and that to me is more important because it's more of like well, let's see, like somebody that really cares about you. It's not just like, okay, I'm going to help you with sales. I'm going to help you with getting more leads. I'm going to help you with getting more, 500 new emails or whatever it is, or, help you be successful in business. But, maybe you need different points of different things. And so that's why the whole process, is actually more than just, you know, uh, just a one size fits all kind of program. So basically, with my system, we just have a discovery call. So we'll come in and find out your specific situation in your business, and find out if you qualify to work for me and I qualify to work for you. There's no point in working, trying to force the issue if our personalities don't get on or whatever. And so that's the kind of the first bit of the process. And so then the next thing is we find out what your specific needs are, and then we customize the Sonosasta system, which is the whole system that I have to your specific needs, and then come up with a step-by-step plan to work on it, because you may not need all of it, and you may not need just a bit of this or not, but not that whole section. So it's all customized to what your specific situation is. And then we can hear what your freedom success story is. So there we go. All right. So now our guest speaker is here today. And so I'm going to um, bring her on and introduce her. So before I do that, though, I just want to read a little bit about her background. So her name is Caroline Greenleaf, and she is an author and a doctor, an ordained minister, and an NLP practitioner, and timeline therapy person, and somatic coach, and just so much more. Reiki master, and all of that. I mean, it goes on. Even Hawaiian huna. So aloha. So we're gonna welcome her on now. So Caroline Greenleaf, here you are. Hiya. Welcome. Oh, can I hear you? Oh well, I can't even hear you now. Let's see. There. Yeah, there. I'll say.
I really can't hear you. I'm having technical difficulties.
Oh no!
I'm
Oh
having
no!
an issue back here that I'm gonna try to resolve. I just can't hear you.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah. Well.
so
All All right. Well, I'll take you back out and you get it sorted until you can hear me.
Figure this out so I can hear you. I can't hear you.
Okay. I'll pull you out now. All right. So anyway, so yeah, you can have everything set up perfect on your side for the interview, and then on their side something goes wrong. So I don't know. So anyway, let me type this on here for just. There we go. There. Okay. So back to what I was saying before. You know, on technical difficulties, like we had this all sorted on Friday because we did a pre-broadcast kind of thing, and it was all set up. But then I guess over the weekend some things changed technologically. So anyway, that's just how it goes. No bother. So anyway, yeah. So what I was saying was, what we want to do is more than just someone that is a business coach or someone that's a business consultant, but you want someone that maybe is a anamkara, a soul friend, to really help you out and where you become part of the family. And that's what I did. And that's one of the reasons I was trying to bring Carolyn in, so she can, she kind of does the same thing mainly from the mindset kind of thing and the soul and that kind of thing, and for inner healing. So anyway, so that's what we're talking about there. And let me see. While I'm waiting, she's supposed to signal me when she can hear me, and so let me see. Let me bring you back in, and then just go with me. All right. So Carolyn, let me know when you can hear me. I don't know if you can hear me. Can you hear me now? I can hear her. All right. So I'll mute that back out. So, all right. Yeah. So this. So we have the Sun and Solstice system here, and why do I call it my Sun and Solstice system? Is because it means, first of all, Sana is Irish for happy. So happy, joyful, fortunate, blissful. And, you want to have your small business or whatever you're doing become successful, but also not to be a burden. When my mom, she started a bookstore, one of the first businesses that we started as entrepreneur family. And she thought that, at the time, I was like, all you did was sit around and read books, and then people would come in and buy a book, and you help them out, and you have a good conversation and some tea and all that, and then, go back to reading books or whatever. But if you've ever, well, sure, you own a business, so that's not what it was like, right? So, anyway, so, yeah, so I'm still waiting for Caroline to come on. Carolyn, so. Carolyn, anyway, so you're getting distracted here. So anyway, so my mom, so anyway, so she poured herself into it and was working really hard and was working on all the holidays and stuff, to the point that the business became a burden and it wasn't a joyful, happy experience anymore. And so we don't want that for your business. We want it to be a blessing to you, just like you're a blessing to other people. And that's the whole point of the sauna part. And then the sasta part is where you're satisfied. So when you're satisfied and contented, right? So, totally. So happy, satisfied, it's a blessing to you and it's a blessing to everyone. Hi, Caroline, are you there now? Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Hi, we do. So we have it all sorted there. All right. So
I am so sorry.
So what happened between now and Friday? Really?
You know what? I opened it up on another browser, and it didn't work. So I went back to just checking. I think that there was some kind of an update. I really don't know. I'm not a tech person, so I just tried one of the other links that you sent me, and now I'm in. So here we are.
Yay, we did it. So yeah, the practice link was just for practice. So this is the actual podcast. Okay. So there we are. Let's see. I don't see how far we're in. 11 minutes.
Oh,
So at
goodness.
least for
Okay.
Facebook, it'll be good for seeing if anybody comes online and and says hello. So if you're watching live right now on Facebook this afternoon or this morning, depending on where you're at, write in the comments, and we should be able to see. If you're on YouTube, let us know also. We should be able to see there, and on LinkedIn. So this is actually my first live on LinkedIn because I generally focus on Facebook and YouTube. So, but I want to start branching out. This year is 2024. I'm going to start branching out for LinkedIn also. So, and I know that some of our colleagues, Carolyn, have been really successful on LinkedIn. So it'll be interesting to see. And hopefully I'll be able to interview one of them that I'm thinking of right now. I could tell you her name and but I haven't sorted yet. So I can't really preview that yet. So anyway, so back to Carolyn Greenleaf. Dr. Greenleaf here is a Doctor of Divinity and ordained minister, NLP practitioner, Reiki practitioner, and Huna. So I mean, there's so much stuff to say. She's an author and soul-centered practitioner. So I'll let her tell you all about it. So aloha nui, pehe oi. So welcome to the show. Aloha.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes, you know what? What you're describing is actually my background. So I mean, my early background, but lately in the last few years, I've really been shifting towards studying the mind, the unconscious mind, because this is really where everything happens. This is where we are always creating our reality and the situations in our lives. And so, currently I'm working with business owners and to eliminate the blocks towards their growth and their expansion. And that's really connecting to your power. And again, that is connected to the mind, because the mind is the part of you that really makes it happen. And so I do a lot of work doing that, getting to the root cause of all these things. So I'm now a master NLP practitioner and coach, and use timeline. I mean, I've studied this field and all different angles of how we are creating our lives, our reality, and how we can change it, how we can really take back our power. So this is really about, my main goal is helping people to take back their power that they have given up. And I've been, the subject about authenticity has been really surfacing. And that really, in a nutshell, is about taking back your power. It is when you are connecting within yourself and aware of your beliefs and what's going on unconsciously, then you can start to make these changes. And it's about that authenticity is it's where your power is. And so
it is.
Made of that.
So tell us how you got into this, how you discovered all this on your journey.
Oh my gosh, my journey started a very, very, very long time ago when I was when my daughter was very young. She's now 35 years old, and I have 2 grandchildren. So it really was a journey of me looking for answers for myself and for my daughter to become more empowered, because I was a bullied child. My self-confidence was like nil when I was very young. And so I didn't think I was good enough, because I was criticized, all the time when I was very, very young. It came from a good place, but the effects were not good. And so, when you have someone who has no confidence in themselves, and this is a story of many people too. So this is why why sharing it. But I really, I end up being bullied and being controlled by everything in my external world and those people. And I just got to a point where I said, this is enough. This is, I had a really strong connection internally. And this, when I say that, I mean to something more real inside myself, something that was, I call it my soul, and it has nothing to do with, it's not about religion. It's not about any beliefs, none of that. It is just the true person within us, that power within us that we're all born with. And so I just went on this journey to discover why do fears, control so many people? Why is this, why do people are having these devastating situations in their lives? Why? I just kept asking why? And so I was led to many different disciplines and understandings. And so I needed, for me, I'm a geek in that way. I love the science of it. And that's why I really, I love understanding how the mind works. And that is the best way that I can assist my clients, is to help them to, to get to the root cause and blast through some of those unconscious beliefs that they have no idea were running in the background of their lives, because,
Right.
it's 90% of your results come from your unconscious beliefs.
Exactly. Yeah. So I've had, I mean, like, we can have like clients, and I have clients like that would come in and they thought, I need to do the growth cycle. So for me, the growth cycle is lead, sales, and follow up or delivery. So like that. And so we work on that, and then when it comes to making the sale, then it's like their mindset sets in and they sabotage themselves. And so then we have to go back over to the development cycle and work on mindset issues and all of that, and it's such an important part, especially for women entrepreneurs, men too. But I mean, almost like 90% of women have this issue with money, with mindset, with things that their parents have said, our parents, yeah, especially like the da, yeah, and yeah, so that's a big part of it, and that's what talked to me to you is like that's your specialty. So there
Yeah,
you go.
to me, it all comes back to self-worth. Self-worth.
Hmm.
And you're right, especially with women. Women have a really difficult time with this. I see men as well, but
Right,
in just different ways. But money, attracting money, and growing your business, that's really a reflection of your own wealth. Your own worth, right?
right,
Well,
right.
your
Yeah, yeah.
worth. So there's definitely a really interesting correlation there and reflection there. So, yeah. I find that to be really amazing. And I love the work that you're doing, Saoirse.
Oh, yeah. Oh, thank you. On you too. So tell us of like a really good success story that you've had with one of your clients.
Well, I had a client come to me who he kind of had almost like a trifecta. Okay. So he came to me, he was going through a horrible divorce. Really, I mean, it was just one of those painful kind of situations. And so at the same time, his business was also taking a dive. He was losing quite a bit of money because he couldn't focus on this, and it was just kind of a big mess. And then to top that all off, he found out he had stage 4 cancer.
Uh, uh,
So I was able to go in and find the correlations between these three main situations, and we got to the root cause of what was triggering all of these things, the whole domino effect. And we were able to go in and change that. And as a result, he had an amicable divorce. And so, which is wonderful because they have children, so they're able to co-parent together in a harmonious way, which was mind-blowing to him. And he also, it helped him to shift his direction within his career. So he began doing something that he loved even more, and so it brought in more money for him. And he beat his cancer. And last time I
right,
spoke
there you
to
go.
him a few months ago, he said, "I'm not showing up." I said, "Great." Great. So it's truly amazing what this work can do for us.
Yeah, and I think it's important that when you get grounded and centered and you're doing what you love, that of course the other parts come in line, including the body.
Yes, absolutely. It's all connected. the
It is.
emotional, your emotional state, your mental state, your physical state, even your spiritual state. It's all
Yeah.
connected. It all affects, each one. So when you can do I do root cause coaching as well. When you can find that what happened, just going back, and just understanding and really seeing the clearer picture, the bigger picture. And oftentimes it's, the client can't see it because it's so unconscious.
Right.
But as you and
Exactly.
I, what we're able to do is we're able to be that observer, with the knowledge that we have, and we're able to pinpoint what's really going on here, and that's priceless.
It
Because
is.
it,
It
it
is.
can change your entire life. It can shift your ability to bring in money into your business.
Right. Yeah. Uh-oh. Where'd she go? um, yeah, so it looks like she froze up there. Um, to follow on with that, one of the things that I was doing was I had a client that we were working for. Actually, we were doing a whole company. So we're doing a small company, and we were just focusing in on the effective communication aspect of the Sanasasta system. And so what happened was one of the ladies that we had uh, worked with, we found out that her personality and her communication style was interactive with people, and she got her energy and life from people. And so when we were working with her, we said, like, what are you doing in the business? And she said, they said, well, she's working in accounting and she's in this back office with no windows and no, in the very back of a hallway all by herself. And so anyway, so um, yeah, and so what happened was we told her, we said, you're in the wrong position for your communication style and for your personality and stuff. And we say, well, you really need to be out working with people and customers and clients. And she says, yes, but this job is really, really good. And it's helping me get my son through college. And, it pays really good. And so she didn't want us to bring it up, to the manager and the owner. And, we mentioned it to him, but, we said, well, for confidentiality for her communication style, we left it there, but we said, you need to get out of that as soon as you can. But within a year, she had health issues and she actually ended up dying, which is a really sad story. But that's the other extreme for your client there, and they don't really see it. And in her case, she did see it, but I was like, we probably could have, been more insistent if she hadn't wanted us to be confidential about it and gotten her a better position, where she could have, been blessed and be a blessing and the energy flow go good, but that was one of the sad situations. So it's important that if your business as a client is draining you and you dread going to work or working on your business every day and you're not putting time aside for yourself or de-stressing or centering or things like that, then it's worth it to get someone like Dr. Carolyn here or myself or someone that can help you see things that maybe you're missing with your blind spots and things, so that everybody has blind spots, especially when they're so close to it, you know? So anyway, glad you're back. Had to carry on with that little wee story there, but
Oh yeah, I don't know what happened, but yeah. But yes,
uh,
absolutely. But I mean, every client is different, and everyone has their own path, to follow. And there's only so much sometimes that you can do also. So yeah, I mean, the best that we can do is just empower our clients, and show them what they are capable of, what's the magic within them, even if they can't see it
right.
themselves. Hopefully they see it in themselves, and and again, that takes courage to make that kind of shift. As with that client, with anyone, it takes courage. And oftentimes it's just fear that holds people back from making the change that they want, but it just it can literally kill them in the end, as you have,
Right. And one of the things, especially when it comes to money or making changes in your business, if you're not making a decision or making a decision based on fear, then if it's fear based, it's almost always going to be destructive. And so you want to find out what it is and eliminate that fear, and then have that confidence, that centeredness, and then make those decisions out of love, out of blessing, out of optimism, and the power that you have in Sadie.
Yes. And you have to love what you're doing too. You have to love your job. You have to love your career. You have to love your business. That is what's going to really feed that entity and yourself within that, because you are the heart of your business. And so when you are, it's a beautiful relationship that you can build when you are aligned, with why you love what you're doing. We come back to whys, right?
Exactly. So tell us about your little crazy offer that you got right now going.
Oh, well, I am trying. I've been going, I've been going through major shifts myself, because I've chosen big growth. And so, with that comes some different ideas. And so I just wanted to kind of break out of some of the old boxes and things like that. So my crazy offer is, it is $99 for 2 full days on Telegram. And that's using voice notes back and forth. It's something that I have been using with a mentor of mine, and I found it to be so valuable, even more so than having a Zoom call. Zoom calls are wonderful. And actually, you can exchange one of the 2 days for a Zoom call. That works too. But with these Telegram notes back and forth, you've got a span of 48 hours to really kind of, ask questions, think about, really digest it. And then that spurs something else. And then, so you get a lot accomplished. You get a lot of shifts and movement within just this back and forth. It's just really great. So I wanted to try this out, offer this to people who would like to, get to know me, get to know how I work without, throwing into a major investment. I think it's a smart thing to just kind of start little, if it's someone that you don't know, and someone who you think, well, maybe this person can help me. And so this is a really great introduction to that. And, if you just have, it's really focusing on a focus point that you want help with, that you want some solution with, you want some answers about, you need other eyes on the situation. So that's what this is for. And so I'm kind of playing with that. So yes, so I'm offering that to your guests, your viewers, to just
yes, thank you. Crazy special offer for Saoirse viewers. There we go. So greenleafhealing.com, and it's on that page, is it?
No, actually, the best thing, because I am updating my entire website, so the best thing to do to contact me is to go to Carolyn, CAROLYN, at greenleafhealing.com. So let me type that in here. Carolyn.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. There we go. Got it up there now.
There you go. Perfect. Yes. Contact me that way. Because, this is, again, I'm kind of rebranding and kind of throwing out some new things without having to, to perfect everything right now. I think that we need to do perfection. I think we just need to show up authentically and just say, hey, I've got this idea. Here it is. Contact me through my email, and then, and then we can kind of discuss if this is right for you or not. Okay.
Right. So, and like today with the technical difficulties, it's like, you can. If you're afraid of making mistakes or having technical difficulties, like, come on, really, it's gonna happen. You know, I was like, I just flow with it. Like my water was telling me one time the story of this lady who was, you know, back in the day, everything was live in person, right? She was up on stage. It's not my water, it was another lady, but she was up on stage talking in front of a huge crowd in a ballroom at a hotel, and she's talking away, and her skirt falls down around her ankles, just standing there, you know, like, and so, you know, what do? You know, like, you don't just pull it up and then run off stage or something. So she says, well, all she does, you pull it back up. And it's like, well, pardon me for that. I just kept going, you know, like, what are you going to do? Right.
Yes, absolutely. You know, I think, again, it comes back to that authenticity. You know, it's just being human. It's being you. A lot of people think that they have to be perfect in business. They have to be perfect speakers. They have to be perfect this and that. And, you know, I think that people miss the mark when you do that, because you have to be uniquely you. Who gets messy and makes mistakes, and that just makes you more relatable. It makes you, you know, people can connect to you, you know, much better. It's a really great bonding experience. We need to fall on our face more often, I think.
Right.
Not deliberately, but just, you know, say, this is my new perfect. I'm just going to be imperfect, and I'm going to show up. The bottom line is just showing up.
Exactly.
And like, that's what people don't show
Dr.
up.
Seuss says,
afraid.
Yeah, like Dr. Seuss says, you're the best you that you can, you know, that you are, you know, like, like I told my client, my kids, I said, like, you know, you are so special and so unique. There's no one like you in the whole world. You're totally unique, just like everyone else, because everyone else is unique in their own way too, right? So
absolutely. Everyone, I see it as everyone is like, well, kind of like a snowflake, you know, but I relate that to a diamond. Every diamond is different, and it's beautiful in its own way. And so we just have to learn to see that beauty of our own diamond. And this is your authenticity. And that's where your power is. That's where your confidence grows from, because you don't have to pretend to be somebody you're not. You don't have to be this perfect version that you were, you know, you thought that you should be. No.
Right, exactly.
No one wants that
All right,
anymore.
well, what?
No one wants that anymore, do they?
That's right, yeah. So anyway, I want to thank you for coming on. Sorry for the technical difficulties, and, you know, at least you were able to get on and say some things and everything. And so everyone could go and email you at carolyn@greenleafhealing.com. And of course, I'll have some links on the description in YouTube and also on Facebook, also on that. So we'll let you know, and let us know how your crazy offer goes.
Thank
you.
That's
a good day. Again, that's 2 full days for $99, where you have instant messaging back and forth for 2 full days. You know, I guess not when you're sleeping, but the rest of the time.
Yeah, those details
are
communicated. But thank you so much, Saoirse. Thank you so much for having me on. I really do appreciate it.
You're very welcome.
All of your people. Thank you.
Yeah, that's right. So aloha and what was it? Mahalo. Aloha, mahalo.
Yes, mahalo to you.
All right. Well, slananas. All right. So that was our guest today, Carolyn, and definitely check out her website there and let us know. Also, it'd be grand if you could email me and let me know if you did take her up on that offer. That'd be really good. And thanks for joining us today. And if you catch us on the replay, put #replay and any comments you have, and I'll catch them and answer you if you have any questions. Also direct messages, and then also in the comments on YouTube and on LinkedIn. So thank you for joining me today. Shinega Falls, Slananas.